The growing partnership between China and Russia, their shared goals, and the implications for the United States and its allies. The partnership, often called the Axis of Aggressors, is seen as a direct challenge to the US-led world order. China is demonstrating its diplomatic power by hosting numerous world leaders, including North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin. During a recent meeting, Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping praised their expanding partnership, which has been growing since they declared a partnership without limits in 2022, just before Russia's invasion of Ukraine. This relationship has strengthened in the face of Western sanctions on Moscow. As Europe tried to reduce its dependence on Russian energy, Russia redirected its exports, particularly to China. Trade between the two nations has increased significantly, from $130 billion in 2021 to $245 billion last year. Chinese companies have also taken over and rebranded factories and showrooms that Western companies abandoned in Russia. This has helped Russia keep its economy going, but it has also made it more dependent on Chinese technology and investment, with China emerging as the stronger senior partner. For its part, China has diversified its markets, creating a hedge against threatened tariffs from the US. The primary goal of the partnership is to create an alternative to the US world order and demonstrate a realignment of great powers. This new multipolar world is viewed as a return to a pre-World War II order where systemic conflicts were more possible. While some may view the partnership as purely performative, research by the Foundation for Defense of Democracies shows it's a significant security cooperation involving weapons development and military capacity building. This axis of aggressors, which includes China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea, presents a serious problem for the US, which could face a two-front war. The US military is not currently prepared for such a scenario, with an undersized navy and a shrinking submarine fleet. The partnership is transactional based on national interests rather than shared values like those of the EU. However, another view suggests they do share values, specifically authoritarianism, where might makes right. They want to create a world of subjects versus citizens, where they can dominate their neighbors. The US response. There are two main schools of thought in the US on how to respond to this partnership. First, containment. The traditional view calls for a counterbalance to China through tougher measures, like an enhanced military presence in the Indo-Pacific and building naval capabilities. Second, cooperation. Another perspective, seen in some of President Trump's rhetoric, suggests the US could cooperate with China and divide spheres of influence around the world. However, the US and its European allies must not take their partnerships for granted. A time of growing aggression from adversaries requires unity and hardcore economic military cooperation to secure our common interest. Dismissing allies or failing to invest in foreign assistance programs only cedes influence to adversaries.